My wife and I go to this place a lot. It's called Bandits Barbecue Grill and Bar.
My name is Ron Parker. I was the owner of Bandits Grill and Bar for 34 years. The story is that I wanted to eventually retire, and I asked a good friend of mine if he knew anybody in the business that could represent me in the sale of my business. And that brought me to the Veld Group with Ryan Clark. Barely starting the process, I really didn't know what was involved and how involved I would be, and just kind of plugged away and got a good feeling from Ryan about representing me, as the seller. There was no fluff. There was no, hey, I can get it done in 30 days. I can get it done in 45 days. There was none of that. So a few years back, we started with a buyer pretty early on in the process. It lasted, I think, 10, 11 months. It was like having a colonoscopy. This guy asked for everything in the world, and we gave him everything, and he took his one out after about 10 months. Ryan was there the whole way. It was pretty devastating to both of us. It took a lot out of me, to be very honest with you. And I thought, wow, this is definitely not easy. It's a tough process. And we took a breather from it, and he revisited it, and he found another buyer. On the second buyer, it was just a whole different approach. But again, I got to give Ryan credit. I mean, he kept himself in the game. He provided everything that I needed. The support there from him was pretty amazing. And you got to really lean on somebody to give you support, and Ryan is that guy. He kind of coaches you through the whole entire thing. He doesn't leave you in the cold. You place a phone call, you get a text, an email, and Ryan responds. Doesn't matter what he's doing, where he's at, he responds, and he gets back to you. And, as a seller, that's super, super important. I think just in today's world, it's super, super important. And, when things kind of go sideways or whatever, he is able to bridge that gap between the buyer and the seller. Great deal of support from him, which is really meaningful to the seller, and I think to the buyer as well. There's multiple times that you get really frustrated. You give documentation, they ask you for more documentation, and it's just several different things that happen through this whole process. But again, you got to stay the course, and Ryan helps you stay the course and get to that finish line with the support that he gives. You got one person, and his job is really to get everybody to come together and consummate the deal, and he definitely does that. It was a long road. It definitely was a long road, but it felt super, super, super incredible and good. Selling your business is tough. It's not easy. And if you think it's going to happen overnight, it's just, in most instances, I don't see how that's going to happen. There's just a lot of moving parts that you have to deal with and bring together. Of course, he wants to protect you in every way, shape, or form he can. Ryan's there to tell you how you can either push this, push that, or hold back, do this. So he's got some good advice for that as well, of getting the deal done. I don't think there's one particular thing that Ryan ever said to keep me going. There's numerous things that come up, and he supports you and gives you that confidence that we can do it, and we can get to the finish line. And he gives you all the information, or if you need to get something, he'll provide an area of expertise for somebody that can get you that information that you need, or he has it at his fingertips. It's amazing on what he has access to. I'm entirely grateful for numerous things that he did. I don't think it's just one thing that he did. There were so many moving parts in my transaction, and he was a part of every single one of those. This is the guy that I would recommend, hands down, to anybody. Just his communication skills, it's pretty real and pretty right on target. My personality can be kind of tough at times. He was always able to temper my personality, or get me to understand, or just kind of put me in a relaxed mode when I talk to him. And, I think sellers need that. Sellers need that reinsurance that somebody's there and that they're going to give you that support, the understanding, and he does understand. It's not an easy transaction to sell. It's not. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to get to the finish line. Ryan will bring it to you, provided you have all the necessary stuff and kind of you listen to him and let him guide you through the process. I think that's the best thing you can do.